623 immigrants passed the US naturalization interview and became US citizens in 2024 with our help, and in this video I'm gonna share their success formula so that you can too become a US citizen in 2025. My name is Vyacheslav. I am the CEO of Our America. This video is for all green card holders that want to become US citizens in 2025. And this video is gonna consist of two parts. First of all, we're gonna go over the process of becoming a US citizen. First, who can apply for citizenship, how to apply for citizenship, how long does it take, and how much does it cost. And secondly, we're gonna go over the success plan, how to prepare yourself to become a US citizen in 2025. No matter if your English is not good, it doesn't matter if your immigration history is complicated or you simply don't have enough time, we will share with you the formula that works for our students to become US citizens. First of all, let's break down who can apply, who has the right to apply to be a US citizen. First of all, you need to be at least 18 years old or older. If you are under 18, you're gonna become a citizen when your parents become citizens. Secondly, you need to show that you are a lawfully admitted permanent resident in the United States, meaning you have a green card. Next, you need to reside in the United States as a lawful permanent resident, a green card holder, for at least 5 years. There is one exception. If you are married to a US citizen and that's how you got your green card, you need to be residing in the United States with your green card for 3 years instead of 5 years. The next thing is you need to be physically present in the United States for at least 30 months. Again, if you are married to a US citizen, that's not going to be 30 months, it's going to be 18 months. You need to be a person of good moral character. We're going to break down what it means a little bit later. The next thing, you need to be able to speak, read, write, and understand the English language. And then you need to have the understanding of the fundamentals of history and the principles of the government of the United States. Next, you need to demonstrate attachment to the principles of the US Constitution. And lastly, you have to be willing to take the oath of allegiance to the United States of America. Okay, so if you fit these requirements, you can apply for citizenship. How do you do it? First, you need to fill out a Form N-400 application for naturalization and submit it to USCIS. After that, you're gonna have a biometric appointment for your fingerprints and a picture. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes USCIS already has all that information, so they're not gonna ask you for your biometrics. After this, you're gonna have your invitation to the interview. And from your invitation to the interview to the actual interview with the immigration officer, it's gonna take 1 month. After you pass the interview, you're gonna receive the certificate and you change that certificate into the US passport. That's it. The whole process from start to finish takes from 3 to 8 months. Our company is dealing with a lot of people, green card holders, that are becoming US citizens. We guide them through this process. So we see the exceptions. We see that sometimes if a person fills out and submits a Form N-400, they can be invited to the interview after 3 weeks. And sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it could even take longer than 8 months for someone to receive their invitation for the interview for different reasons. The price to become a US citizen is $760 if you're gonna be filing by mail, and $710 if you're gonna be filing online through USCIS online account. That includes your biometrics and the N-400 submission. Okay, now you need to prepare yourself to become a US citizen. There's 2 key factors that you need to focus on. First of all, you need to prepare your documents. And second, you need to prepare yourself for the interview with the immigration officer. So let's start with the documents. Your documents are gonna vary depending on your immigrational history, meaning how you got your visa, how you changed your status, how did you get your green card, and your life in United States. So it's going to be different, but we're going to go over the standard documents that every immigrant, every applicant has to have in order to become a US citizen. First of all, you need to have your green card with you. Second, you need another form of ID. It could be driver's license or any other government issued ID in the United States. You also need to have your evidence of marital status, whether you married or divorced. Then you also must have all of your information of your travel outside of the United States for the last 5 years. Plus, you must have your tax returns with you for the last 5 years, IRS tax returns. You must have with you records of your employment and education, the places that you worked with and the places where you got your education and licenses in the United States. You also should bring your proof of residence, meaning your lease agreement or your monthly bills like electric bills, water bill, to prove your residence for the last 5 years. All of these documents must be readable and be translated into English language. If you have documents from your native country, they must be translated. The officer is not going to read the language of your native country to understand what document it is. To go more in depth about the documents, because this is not everything and it varies depending on your immigrational history, we do live webinars where we answer these questions and go more in depth about the documents. To sign up for a webinar like this, please click the link below this video. Okay, now you need to prepare yourself for the interview. And the big question, big domino question, I like to call it, because that's like the big domino that's gonna make sure all the other dominoes are falling. You need to answer one question. And this question stems from here. You know, a green card is actually a form of visa. It's the highest form of visa, but it's still a visa. So the big question here is that why US government should take you as their citizen. And that's why we're going back to the main requirements from the USCIS to all the applicants. You must demonstrate good moral character. What does that mean? It means that you work in the United States, you pay taxes in the United States, you support your family, your children, your parents, and you are just a good contributing citizen who's not breaking laws. And even if you break the laws, you learn from your mistakes. Also, it depends on what kind of laws we are talking about here. But also, you need to show that you speak, read, write, and understand English language. That's very important. Also, you need to know the history of the United States, the geography of the United States, and the political structure in America. You need to be supporting the constitutional principles, and you need to know about them before you can support them. And ultimately, you need to take the oath of allegiance to the United States. And the interview with the immigration officer that you're gonna have at the USCIS office is specifically placed there so that the officer can take all that information in and make a decision if the United States should grant you their citizenship. So the interview itself consists of 4 parts. First of all, it's questions from your 4-man 400. The civics questions, 100 civics questions, the reading test and the writing test. There is a myth out there that the main thing that you need to focus on is the 100 civics questions. And you need to obviously, know your name, be able to tell your address, and that's it. You're gonna become a citizen. That's not true. We're getting a lot of applications every year. We're helping a lot of students become US citizens. And the main mistake that people make is they underestimate the 4-man 400. They learn the civics questions and then they fail the interview because they're not prepared to explain and answer questions from their immigrational history that is included in your 4-man 400. That's why when we prepare our students, and what you should be doing yourself is focusing on your 4-man 400, because in the 4-man 400 you have all that information about your employment, your travel outside of the United States, your relationship with the law, and all of that information. If you'd like to have confidence and go through this process from a green card to US citizenship, if you would like to go from green card to citizenship with confidence and as fast as possible, we provide that help and we provide that guidance. Please click the link below this video to learn more about how our America can help you make your American dream come true. Like this video if you found it helpful. Please share it with someone who's gonna become a US citizen in 2025, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to learn more about immigration and on how to be successful in immigration. God bless America. Till next time.